Guys, it's week 4 of the decathlon. We are almost finished with our first challenge. You've been memorizing When I Survey, and I trust that by now you know why we're doing that. That the objective is captivation. We want hearts that are overwhelmed with a sense of awe at who Jesus is and what he has done for us. Now, if you're like me, you want some sense of an indicator. You want to know what the measurables are. How do you know if your heart's beginning to be captivated? And so what I want to do is give you 4 tests of captivation. Here's the first one: submission. Men who see the value of Christ, they're willing to walk through valleys, they're willing to climb hills in order to get closer to him. There's a wonderful old poem by John Bunyan. It's a pilgrim poem. And it goes like this, at least the start. Who would true valor see, let him come hither. Here one will constant be, come wind, come weather. There's no discouragement to make him once relent his first avowed intent to be a pilgrim. And men who see the value of Christ, they're willing to be pilgrims to get closer to their Lord. The second test of captivation is the test of sorrow. You remember Mary Magdalene? After Jesus was crucified, she's at the tomb, she's weeping. She encounters a stranger. She thinks this is a gardener. It's actually Jesus. And the stranger, he asks why she's crying. And her answer is, because they've taken my Lord away from me. She feels distant, even just from the body of Christ, and it causes her to weep. Men who have hearts that are captivated by the glory of Christ, anything that makes them feel distant from their Lord, it grieves them. And guys, what creates a feeling of distance from Jesus? It's sin. So men who are captivated by Christ, they begin to feel the weight of their sin even more than they did at the start of their journey. Here's a third test, the test of satisfaction. If you've tasted and seen the goodness of God in Jesus, it's incomparable. And you long for more of it. And you trust that if in heaven, if all of eternity is just knowing the sweetness of Christ, then it's bliss. It's perfect. You couldn't add to that. The test of satisfaction, we begin with the Psalms to say, there is none in heaven I desire beside you. There's none on earth that I want but you. Guys, the fourth test is the test of sacrifice. When we begin to really follow Christ, it is a call to deny ourselves, take up our cross daily, and follow him. And how do we reach that place where we're willing to give up even good things in order to be closer and do more and follow him more tightly? Well, guys, this is the last stanza of our hymn. How does it end? Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were an offering far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all. Guys, that's the outcome. If we survey the wondrous cross, if it really begins to massage its way into our heart, to drip feed into our affections, then eventually you can't but erupt with that profession. Look, if I could give everything, it could never be enough. And so, guys, sacrifice begins to be not a cause of pain, but a joy. What can I give you, Jesus? You who have given everything for me. Guys, meditate on this hymn. Let's finish this strong, and then let's begin another challenge next week.